that we're going to work on it is we work with the operators such as greater than, less than, like this one that we said, for example, x greater than y or less than y, greater or equal. Now we're going to work in a new set which we call it logical operator. We have two type of logical operator. One is the and the other one is the or. Let's go show a simple example. Let's consider I have two variable, midterm and final exam, and rule is this one: if the grade of midterm is greater than 90 and the final grade is greater than 90 also, then the final grade is A. So the way that we can put this one, we're going to put midterm greater than 90 if the result of this Boolean operation midterm greater than 90 is true, and the result of the final grade greater 90 is true, then display the if statement is true and display this line. Otherwise, display the else part, which is this line. Let's go to example. Right here I have a public class logical operator, the same example, and this is the frame structure as we said, we already put it. Then I have two variables. One of them is variable double midterm. We assign to that 195, and we also have a variable final, and we assign to that 191. Then in logical operator that I use right here, I use the AND logical operator, and I said if the midterm greater than 90, this is true, and the final grade is the greater 90, and this one is true. If both of these true, display this output, otherwise display this output. Now let's look at this one before we run it, and let's go through that one. Is a midterm which is 95 greater than 90? Yes, this is true. And the final is 91 greater than 90? Yes, it's true. So it's supposed, when we execute, it's supposed to say the final grade is A. Let's run it and see the result. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to compile. Compilation is true, no error. Then I'm going to run it, and you're going to see that it display me the output. Let me bring the output a little bit so you can see. It said that the final grade is A. Let's go ahead and use let's consider if I'm going to change, only I'm going to change this one to 90. So let's see, I did a mess right here. Okay, let's go ahead, take this one out, and let's say if I'm going to say greater than 91. So midterm is greater than 90? Yes, because midterm is 95 greater than 90. Final is 91. It's greater than 90. No. 91 is greater than 91. Let's put this, 91 is greater than 91. No. 91 is equal to 91. So this is fail. And if I compile it and run it this one again, you're going to see that the result is failed, and set the final grade is than 90, and it displayed this output. Let's go ahead and talk about the OR. OR is less restricted scenario compared to the AND statement. And let me go ahead change this one to original, which is 90. And if I'm going to change OR it means this one true or that one true. Either of this Boolean operator, if this Boolean operation or this Boolean operation, or any of these two true, the output is true, and it's going to execute the if statement. So if I'm going to put in right here the OR operator is 2 bar, and in final, let's consider, even I'm going to say final is 20 greater than let's say keep this one 90, but I'm going to say the final grade is 71. Based on this rule, the final grade is true, and it should display this one. Let's go ahead, run it, compile it, test it, and continue that one, and you're going to see that the final grade, even it is 71 greater than 90, no, but any of these two which is true, the final is true. So let's go talk about the logic of this. For logic is as follow. When we're using the AND operator, which is 2 AND %, both of the side of the operation should be true. So this one must be true, the midterm greater than 90, and final greater than 90, this one should be true, so the result be true. The OR operator, which is in the Java, we use it two bar next to each other, no space between two and operator. The bar operator, which is a stand for OR, either of logical conversion should be, or logical conversion, Boolean operation should be true, either of Boolean operation. If this one true or this one is true, the result is true, and that's what we call this one the OR. And the final is the NOT. We can use the NOT. Let's consider this example. In this first example, we're going to say if the midterm greater than 90, which is 95, is true, and the final is greater than 90, which the final is 90. So this operation is true, this operation is true, and if I'm using the AND operator, so the midterm conversion should be true, the final conversion should be true. If both of these true, the result is true. Let's run this one more time. Compile it, run it, and we're going to continue, and you're going to see the final grade is A. Now I can use the NOT operator. The NOT operator should be between two parentheses, so I'm going to put NOT, and I'm going to close the parentheses right here. I'm going to close the parentheses, compile it, no compilation error. Let's run it, and when we run it, you're going to see that it displayed the else part. The final grade is not A. So the NOT operator, whatever is result of the Boolean operation, if it is the true, it's going to turn it to false. If it is false, it's going to return it to true. And here is the format. So the NOT operator reserve the truth of the Boolean. So whatever reverse the truth of the Boolean. If it is true, you're going to return it to false. If it is false, return it to true. Now let's talk a little bit more about the AND and the short circuit about the AND. Let's look at this example. If I know the AND operator, that midterm should be greater than 90, and if this one is already failed, and this is the AND operator, why should compiler go and bothering about this one to check this one too? So if this midterm grade is greater than 90 is not true, the compiler by default is going to say, because it is an operator, I'm not going to try to compute this one, so I'm not worried about this one. So in the AND operator, always the compiler look at the first option. If the first option is true, it try to go look at the second one. If the first one is false, it automatically return the else part, meaning fail. And that's what we call it logical and logical OR operation, and this short circuit that we have with the AND operator. However, the OR operator is reverse. OR operator may be the first operation. In the example of the OR operation, maybe this in the OR operation this one failed, but even if this one failed, maybe this one true, that the compiler go through the process to compute the final grade and be sure that it is greater than 90, so it can display the if statement. This statement right here, which is belong to the if statement. Otherwise, you're going to fail and go to the else statement. Thank you.